Okay, this is number 7 in the exam we just took, and in this case, we are asked to state the domain, and we want to write our answer in interval notation. Remember that domain is basically the set of numbers that we're allowed to use in this function, that we're allowed to put in for x. What kinds of numbers can I put in this function for x? For polynomials, we know that it's all of the real numbers. But for rational functions like this one, we can run into trouble when the denominator is equal to 0. When the denominator is equal to 0, you're either going to have a whole or an asymptote. And in either case, those values are not part of our domain. Actually, that's, yes, when there's a whole, it's not part of the domain. So all we need to do is set the denominator equal to 0 and solve for x. And really, the only piece I need to set equal to 0 is the x minus 6 part. The 4 is just a constant multiple. It will divide off. So I really just need to solve x minus 6 equals 0. And when you add 6 to both sides, you find out that x equals 6 is the place that will make 0 in the denominator. So this is bad news. X equals 6 is bad news. Okay? X equals 6 is bad news. So how do we write the good news? Because we want to write the domain. X equals 6 is not in the domain. The way we write that in interval notation is we say, okay, all of the numbers to the left of 6 are fine. So that means negative infinity up to and not including 6. But all of the numbers bigger than 6 are also included. That is starting at 6 going all the way to positive infinity. And then the way we say that we're going to put these two as part of our answers, we just union them with a little union symbol there. So that's our official answer written in interval notation. But the bottom line is, if you're saying this in English, you'll just say x is everything except 6. 6 is bad news. There's something going on there. It turns out it's a vertical asymptote, but it is not in the domain. All other numbers work fine with this. You can get a y value for any other number except 6. And we state our domain in interval notation like we have here. Okay, that's enough for that problem. For number 8, of course, you'll go to the next video. Take care.